Welcome to this edition of Understanding Your Health. My name is Todd Scarborough, and here with me today via phone, I've got a very special guest with me today on today's show. Dr. Roger Kendall joins us today. Dr. Kendall has worked over 25 years in the field of nutritional research and product development in the health industry. He also holds a PhD in organic chemistry from Penn State University and holds 7 U.S. patents as well as 2 European patents. And he's also considered to be one of the foremost authorities on the biochemistry and the therapeutic applications of a product called dimethylglycine. And for the viewers that have watched the show, we've done a show before with Dr. Kendall. We're going to get a little bit more extensive today as far as the conditions that DMG affects. And this compound dimethylglycine, first of all, Dr. Kendall, welcome to the show.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here.
It's great to have you. And this compound dimethylglycine you've been researching for quite some time now, and I find it to be a fascinating product. I read your book. We've looked into this extensively on my end, and just almost a panacea. Take a second real quickly for the people that missed the first show to explain a little bit about what dimethylglycine is.
Well, dimethylglycine is an amino acid. It's not an essential amino acid in that it's not incorporated into protein, but it's essential because it helps the body work more efficiently when provided in adequate levels. It's in the body, but the body generally finds it in short supply, so that's why supplementation with dimethylglycine really can promote performance, both brain and as well physical and mental performance. It can enhance the immune system, the cardiovascular system, as well as dealing with promoting better protection from viruses and bacteria, because it's an immune enhancer. And that's the key thing about this. Dimethylglycine, through research that I've done, has many health applications, not only to prevent various degeneration, but also we found it to be therapeutic as well. That is, will help to reverse degeneration in many conditions.
And you know, the one fascinating thing that I've seen, Doc, and the one on the DNA side of things, so let's start there. We'll go into the conditions here shortly. And there's so many things that it helps that we've seen, as specifically autism. Want to go into that and some other things, athletic performance. But let's look real quick as far as the DNA. When I read a little bit about your book on the DNA side of things, DMG is involved in the DNA and the replication of that. And it's almost like from what I understand, almost like a slick 50 to some degree for the DNA. It kind of coats the DNA. Am I wrong there?
Well, by coating the DNA, one of the things that happens a lot of times is that the DNA are the very genes in the body. They get damaged and they need repair. And one important mechanism in repairing DNA is remethylating various parts of the DNA chain. And so the body needs adequate methylation source in order to accomplish this. Well, dimethylglycine, I believe, it can be a very vital source of methyl groups to the transmethylation process that helps to repair DNA damage and also to be able to and also methylation is required for the production of some of the DNA bases that are produced. The thymidine, which is one of the nucleic acid bases that go into DNA, requires a methyl group. And again, DMG can act as a source of methyl group for that production. So you see, DMG can actually help to produce DNA as well as to protect it and repair it. So it's kind of it's a very, very interesting molecule in that regard.
And we know now, as well as we age, we almost all of our the compounding abilities to make certain things in the body is compromised. And then DMG is, of course, made in the body. The one thing that we see now is that as we age, we probably should supplement with dimethylglycine in these methyl groups, simply because the body has such a hard time making it. How's your feeling on that as far as the breakdown? It's normally around age 40, I think, is where we most start. Of course, I guess it depends on the person themselves, how far they push themselves. But obviously, beyond 40, once you break over there, the need for supplementation increases.
Well, absolutely. Again, it depends upon the individual, but I believe a supplement like dimethylglycine is important to anybody from ages of infant on up because of what it does. I mean, with the mothers use it with their babies. The children are using dimethylglycine to improve their immune system and also their mental capacities in school. I mean, athletes are using it at young age. So there's really no age requirements. But when we get older, definitely we process our food in more, and we don't get the nutrients that we need. And dimethylglycine is very important as for older people, especially, because it will help them to have more energy, more vitality, have less breakdown in the body, and be able to perform in both sexually as well as athletically, or even in the office. From every stage, dimethylglycine is important because it really promotes wellness in the body.
There's no question that from all the research and evidence that I've seen, it's an amazing compound. Folks, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with round two here with Dr. Kendall, some fascinating information about dimethylglycine. Hang on, you're watching and listening to Understanding Your Health.